What's up, everybody? We have a really cool discussion topic today that I'm very excited about, one of my passion points. And before we do dive in, if this is the first time you have joined us, my name is Yanni Burmeister. To my left, your right is Richard the Rig Lellies. We are head coaches for Unity Gym and the Unify Movement System, where we turn driven people like yourself into strong, healthy, fit, and flexible athletes. Today, we're sort of changing the tone a little bit, and we're talking about how technology and specifically new tech that's being built on the blockchain and involved in cryptocurrency is potentially really a great step forward for health. I went down the rabbit hole recently of having a look at a new project that launched publicly beta in March. And full disclosure, I don't want anyone to think that this is some sort of financial advice or anything like that. Really, neither Richard or I own this cryptocurrency or project, but it's something that I'm certainly interested in. And it started a really interesting conversation with myself and Phil from ADPT Physio yesterday about how just a really cool use case for the technology. And then we sort of went deeper into it and started discussing technology in general and how technology is influencing the way we do things here at Unity Gym. And we're going to give you some really cool examples of that in a sec. And yeah, I just want to sort of highlight this project because I think it's a really cool idea. So before we get started, how are you, Richard?
Great, Yanni. Very good, very good. I think, yeah, we've got a very interesting topic to talk about today. Health and tech slash crypto. So let's try not to go over time with our show, okay? You got to,
Richie's like begged me to put the brakes on around the crypto part of this because he knows how passionate I am about
yep.
cryptocurrencies. I've been involved in cryptocurrency
And when you
since
combine that
the
with health and tech in general, like it's a thing that you can just keep going on about. Like it
you
just
can
has so
talk
many
about,
rabbit
yeah.
holes to go down.
I've
Yeah.
gone down the rabbit hole hardcore here, and anyone who follows me on social will know that most of my posts are about Bitcoin and Ethereum and things like that. And I'm a true believer that physical health and financial health are very intertwined. I don't know if you can really achieve one without the other, or you can, but generally it will be a sacrifice to the other. So if you spend too much time in the gym, you generally often don't become very financially healthy. And if you spend too much time chasing financial health, you usually sacrifice your physical health. And so I think that both of them need to be developed together symbiotically. But that's a whole nother story. What we're going to talk about today is a project that I stumbled upon a few months ago, started looking at, and I really wanted to get involved with early on, and I've since found that it's extremely hard to get involved with. You need to be essentially you need to be invited to use the app, but it's a new project called STEPN, which is essentially a what's called a move to earn game. Many of you may have heard of play to earn games, where you have to play a video game to earn some sort of a token or cryptocurrency or something like that. Well, there's a new sort of movement, and there's a few of them now that have gone live called Move to Earn. And what they're doing is they're encouraging people to exercise, which I think, no matter whether you like cryptocurrency or not, I think that's a really cool thing. Anything that encourages someone who's not exercising to exercise is a great idea. And this company in general has been working extremely hard to sort of gamify the experience and make it fun. And it seems to be working. I've since been in touch and followed a few people on social media who have really blown this up and have really done well with it. And it got put on my radar recently because a friend of mine is making some really good money doing it. And he and they are essentially they've figured out how to incorporate with an app that you install onto your smartphone. Sorry, I tried to hold my phone up there and missed the camera. And it through GPS and a variety of different technology, it tracks your speed and distance traveled and all sorts of other things, and you are rewarded with a crypto token, which you can then trade for a cryptocurrency, which you can, of course, convert into fiat currency and spend it. And it's a really interesting project, and it got me thinking. We use technology in Unity Gym a lot. Through talking to you right now on YouTube or on Facebook, we used our phones and smart devices. All of our coaching members video themselves using their smartphone and publish that on a private Facebook group so that we can then look at their technique and give them feedback and let them know when it's time to progress or regress a movement. Let them know how to improve their how to improve their performance and things like that. So we're constantly using technology. We even started building our own Unity Gym and UMS app in 2020, and that's something. It's a project that has sort of been shelved at the moment, but we do plan to release that at some point. And and then down to little things like wearables. I've got this wearable that I wear constantly all day. It tracks my sleep, it tracks my calories, it tracks my exercise. And I input that into a spreadsheet to assist in my daily routine, rituals, and habits to keep myself at optimal health. The majority, the main thing that I use to track is the sleep performance, because that's something that I work on a lot to optimize my sleep, because I know how important it is. So we're using technology a lot, and it is, in my opinion, absolutely benefiting health. But we're now on the precipice of taking it a lot further with these move to earn cryptocurrencies, which I think is a fantastic use case of the technology, of the blockchain technology. Richard, what do you think? And we've got Scott West in the Movement Mastermind group. I should say, before we continue, if you are watching on YouTube, please, please, please smash the like button. I just realized that I haven't, and I'm going to do that right now. And jump over if you want to take the next step into the Movement Mastermind group, because it is where we provide a slightly higher level of coaching. It is quite cool. What's Scotty saying here? Just got installed and verified. Not sure I want to drop 12 Sol on it. A massive price barrier. Yeah, look, I looked into that too, and I agree. It's probably something that is going to turn a lot of people off. But I still think that I mean, look,
I
the
think the concept
NFT.
is there. I think the concept is
Yeah,
there.
that's
Like
right.
you can think like, this company right now is maybe the first of its kind doing this thing. Like in the next couple of years, there's going to be quite a few people doing the same thing, and the price to entry is going to be a lot lower. So I think when it's at that sort of level, when it's a little bit more mainstream, then it's going to be a really good idea. But yeah, you're right. It's probably a little bit too high right now for the general person.
Well, the interesting thing is, on average at the moment, and this is legit. I've looked into this. I've looked into the numbers, and I've spoken to a few people that are making it work. They're doing a 5K walk or run and earning about the equivalent of 85 Australian dollars, about 50 to 60 US dollars a day. So if you spend what it's about right now, which is to buy this specific game, the way it works, you buy a pair of NFT sneakers and you can upgrade those sneakers. There's all sorts of gamification wrapped around that, which makes it quite fun and interesting. You've got to repair the sneakers, and they've got two tokens. They've got a GST and a GMT token, which are valued differently. The GMT token can be traded for USDC, which is a stable coin. I won't go into the tokenomics of it. If you want to research it, I'll link the white paper in the description here. But it's pretty amazing. And and then the other thing is that you can borrow or loan your sneakers and earn 70% on what the person who's using them collects. And I've got a friend in America who's got 20 of these pairs of sneakers going, and he's bringing in, he reckons on average about $250 to $350 a day, US dollars a day. And the person who's wearing the sneakers and doing the exercise is getting 30%, and he only uses one pair and he walks. I've got some comments here I want to address. Phil's on the live stream. Great to have you in, brother. About to run and would love to be rewarded for it, but just such a high price barrier. Yeah, I'm considering to sponsor you, Phil, and get your shoes so that you can give me and if anyone's watching, can you please, and you are using this already, can you please send me an activation code so I can get started? I swear to God, I'll pay it for it. I can't. I gave Phil the idea yesterday, and he got activated before I did. I can't believe it. So yeah, at the moment, astronomically, the NFT sneakers are costing. There's a floor price of around $2,000 US. So you install the app, you then go and buy your sneakers, and there's different types of sneakers. There's sneakers for people that just want to walk to suit all different fitness levels. There's joggers for people that jog at a fairly slow pace. There's runners for people that are more experienced runners that run at a fast pace. And it's like the gamification means that you have to stay in the sweet spot of the type of sneakers that you own. Otherwise, you don't get the rewards. So you can't run in a pair of walkers and vice versa. And then there's trainers, which accommodate 1 kilometer up to 20 kilometers, which pretty much covers everything, any sort of movement. And it's really, really cool. I've gone deep down the rabbit hole yesterday to research this. Scott West is saying 11 p.m. they released new activation codes. Yeah, they released 1,000 new activation codes, and I sat there for 2 hours yesterday trying to get one going, and was unsuccessful. So it is very popular at the moment. It is hard to get into, and which is a telltale sign that this is a really great idea. STEPN has already, I think, signed deals with ASIC and Adidas and a few other big shoe brands, so you can get sneakers that look like. Bring up the website quickly, Richie, and listen. This is not financial advice. Don't go out and buy stacks of STEPN because I'm trying to get an entry price, and if you go out and buy it all, then it's going to inflate the price, and I'll never get in. So don't go and do anything silly and spend all your money on this because you got to do your own research first. But I think that if this takes off as much as it seems to be popularized right now, I think that this could really be a positive, because I've spoken to a couple of my friends over in the States who did not walk or run before this, and this has got them going, and it's become addictive. And because of the gamification and the payout, they're actually exercising now, which I think is really, really good. And I'd love to get everyone's opinion on this in the comments. What do you think about this? Do you think technology and a blockchain specifically married with exercise is a good thing? Like, what do you think? Scott West, what do we got? Phil, would be a pretty handy for my 13-kilometer running commute. Yeah, dude, get paid to commute. How good. Look, I do 5Ks every day. I walk some, and a couple of times I run it. And I'm not fit enough at this stage in my life right now to do much more than that. But I would love to be rewarded for that. And I'd happily invest a couple of $1,000s up front to do that. And I will happily invest it just to support this movement. So this is STEPN. There's actually another two, to my knowledge, that are trying to break into this realm. And there's a couple of different sort of ways that you do it. So you've got to choose your sneakers. You can also buy like what they call a sneaker box, which is a lucky dip, essentially. They have rare sneakers. Remember that you're buying an NFT on the blockchain, and this NFT can then be resold, and they're flipping for big dollars, big dollars. I'm talking, you can go in and buy the rare ones now for about 40,000 US dollars. So the NFTs at the moment are holding their value and increasing in value a lot. Whether that sticks around and remains consistent, I can't tell you, obviously, but it's so there's two factors to this. There's the use case of it, and then there's the investment and speculation side of it, where you're buying an NFT that you can potentially use, rent out, or flip or sell down the track, and it may go up in value, it may stay the same, it may go down. I can't tell you that. I have a feeling that they're getting more and more popular. So it may, yeah, who knows? I'm not going to speculate on where the price of these things are going to go. But what I do know is that it makes me happy to see that there's a project out there that is getting people who weren't previously exercising. I think that is a good thing. And just like when wearables came out first, we had people joining the gym at Unity Gym who were they'd come to the gym and they'd go, "Oh no, I forgot my Fitbit. I've got to go back. I want it to count the steps, or I want it to, count my calories because we've got a competition going in the office. Whoever burns the most calories this month gets a bonus or something." That was friends of ours who were the CEO of a company, and they'd rolled this thing. Like, these wearables are enhancing our fitness experience, and there's a lot of gyms now who gamify it, and they have the calories and the heart rate up on the wall, and you can really work it. What do you think, Rich? What are your thoughts?
Look, I think it's a great concept, great idea. I think tech in fitness is so interesting. You've got, like you said, the wearables. You've got like different sorts of clothing that you can get that is just changing over the years to be more efficient and better suit our use case in sports. You've got everything like that. You've the wearables where you have games like you were saying, where people are tracking their calories and it sort of gamifies the how many steps you can do. So I really think it's cool like that because it motivates people to actually get outside the house and start moving. The problem with the wearables is that just like any game, you can get bored of it. So I really like this idea because it incentivizes you monetarily to continue doing it. So if anything, it might be a better longer term solution for a lot of people. Now, a lot of people don't like NFTs. I know that a lot of people are anti-crypto for whatever reason. But the idea, I think, is really cool. And yeah, it's exciting to see where this goes over the next couple of years and how it's adopted and how many other companies are going to sort of pick up the same sort of idea and do that. And it's not just limited with health and fitness. This could be like expanded upon other areas. You know, so it's a cool idea. I like it, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
100%. So anyone who's watching this, Yanni at Unity Gym, I need an activation code. But no, look, in all seriousness, I think that STEPN is one of the reasons why the GMT, so that they've got their utility token GST, which is what you earn when you're playing the game, and then you've got GMT, that is their governance token, and both of them have value, for different reasons. But they are working extremely hard to get a deal with one of the big wearable companies, which opens the door to not just have it based on GPS and steps, but calories and all sorts of different stuff. Like there's some really, really cool stuff. And I've in their white paper and on their roadmap, they're planning to roll out competition, which I know Phil would be interested in, marathons and half marathons. So they'll be sponsoring these events, and you'll get, you'll be rewarded for how you do in the race. Which is like, if you think about people that recreationally run. I know Phil's just done a marathon. Um, can you imagine the motivation, the additional motivation that would come with that if there was big money on the line from these sort of companies, and they've turned a monster profit in selling these NFT sneakers already. I read an article just recently where it was in the tens of millions of dollars, and they only launched it in, I know they launched to the public for the beta group in on the 9th of March, I think it was. I don't know whether the money reported, the profit reported by the company is from the very beginning of when they launched or not, or March, but it's a lot. It's big dollars. It was like $28 million US, and so they're going to have big money behind them, backing them. And if they start rolling out marathon and half marathon sponsorships, where they, you're running to earn, you're moving to earn, and the financial incentives are as big as they go beyond just doing a 5K or whatever it is, reward, because you've got this thing at the moment which limits how much you can run, because your energy in the sneaker runs down and then you stop earning. So I think the limitation is quite short distances at the moment. Obviously, if you were someone like Phil who can run 30 Ks, you'd just strap the thing on and you'd be a bloody millionaire in a month. Uh, so they're limiting how much you can earn at the moment, but to make it more of a daily habit as opposed to just going and moving a truckload. What's Scott saying here? Any kind of gamification is a good idea. I'd be happy to have the Pokemon kind of character that levels up by running. Then you could battle each other with them. Well, this is another part of it, that you level up the sneakers with the amount of GST that you earn with every walk, run, or training session. And then there's all these other things you can get, like these power ups, and each sneaker can sort of hold 4 power ups. I think they call them jewels or crystals or something, and they add rewards. So if you put one in a slot here, it gives you a 20% bonus on your GST and all this sort of stuff. But the thing is, each of these things adds value to the NFT itself, so that when it comes time that you want to rent out that pair of sneakers, or sell them, you get more money for it. They become more and more valuable. So there is this back end thing where you're not only earning in the moment when you use the sneakers, but you're adding value to this thing. And I got friends who are in the NFT. I don't actually own any NFTs at the moment. This is probably, I've looked for something that I could get behind, that I really liked, that I was passionate about. And the idea of buying a piece of NFT art just didn't really get me that much. But buying a pair of NFT sneakers that I could use, or,
Mm,
potentially down the track, like a barbell or something like that, and they
yep,
figure out how to count reps or something like that, like
mm,
through a wearable that you're wearing, every
yep,
time you do a bench press, like that's something that I'd get behind, and I would
yep.
certainly invest money in an NFT like that. And so, yeah, this is something that's really got me excited. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go all in. I just need an activation code, and then I and then I'll be buying a pair of $40,000 NFT sneakers.
All right. All right. I think we should
All right,
wrap it up,
guys.
Yanni. We are getting close to time
Yeah,
now.
we got to get into our coaching call. I'd love to know in the comments whether you guys think this is a good idea or not. And yeah, hello Shane. Shout out to you for jumping in and saying hi over on YouTube. Little bit of a different topic to talk about today, but we think that technology and exercise and health are really coming together in a really nice and exciting way, and it's something that it's a watch this space area of health and fitness, I think.
Definitely.
All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Phil. Take care. Have a great day.
See you guys.